Yo, what up, y'all? My name is Tim. Welcome to my complete walkthrough of Limgrave. And this walkthrough will be on eastern and southern part of Limgrave. If you enjoy the video or learn anything new, please leave a like and subscribe to join the Room Temp Gaming family. It helps out tremendously and is so much appreciated. Alright guys, so to get started, we are going to make our way to the Third Church of America, teleport there. And then we are going to head over to the minor Erdtree to the south. Since we picked up the map fragment on the previous playthrough, we don't need to worry too much about that. So we got a nomadic cookbook on the way, which is right next to a rune bear. Remember those from the last video? Destroyed me. Didn't even worry about them because I knew it was going to take some time, and they're just one of them wild enemies that just aren't worth it to me sometimes. Alright, here is the nomadic cookbook. Now I did have to re-record a decent bit of this video by my own fault, so I already picked up the stuff here. However, when you get to the Erdtree, the green spill crystal tier and the spiked crack tier are right where I was just at, and then there's a scarab right about where I'm at right now in between the tree and the road that has the Ash of War ground slam. Alright, that's right where I was just at. Alright, so now we're going to go to Fort Haight. We can continue the quest we initiated earlier from Kenneth Haight. We're going to take back his fortress. There is a site of grace right here where I'm looking. Go ahead and pick that up, so you don't have to run all the way back here if you die. And the first time here, this is my second time here because I forgot to record this. The first time here, there will be some enemies here. They're actually hostile toward the knights inside. There will be a bunch of knights out here, and there will also be a pumpkin boss out here, pumpkin head dude. So I would recommend fighting them down there with where that little tiny Erdtree is, which I think there is a seed down there. I could be mistaken though. But once you kill them, or you could just not kill them, run in here. Run in this little doorway here, grab another cookbook, and then there are wooden stairs when you come back out to the right. Run up them, kill the knight that's up there. He's a little difficult, but you get a nice Ash War and the Dectus medallion. Alright, so I'm going to pull the map here in a moment when I get out of here to show you guys where exactly you're going to go next. I lost the footage for this section, but you're going to go back to Kenneth Haight NPC on top of that ruinous structure. You're going to turn the quest in, exhaust dialogue. Then you're going to come all the way back here to the fort. Find him at the top of it, exhaust his dialogue, and find the, if you haven't found the Dectus medallion, find that, because you do need that for story progression. We are going to pick up a emote from Kale, so when we get back to the Church of Ella, talk to him about the Howling and Mistwood ruins, and he will give you an emote. So I'm just gonna get my flask upgraded real quick while I can, since we've been picking up quite a bit of those. Alright, so I'm going to be heading back to the Mistwood Ruins, which if you didn't get the prompt from Kale at here to get that emote, you might have to go to the Mistwood Ruins just to hear the howl, but you should hear the wolf howl while passing by it. You can see where that's out on my map there. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Blaidd. That is the NPC that's howling. He is one of the main. He is part of one of the main quest lines in the game. Pretty cool character. And then we're gonna pick up a smithing stone, which is inside of the tower. I believe the tower that he's actually on. You just have to go inside of it, or it's the one next to it. There are big rune bears here. I think one of them's awake and one of them is sleeping, so just be careful. Just sneak around when you're in here. And Blaidd is right up top of there, just howling around. And we're going to go down pretty much right in front of where he's perched and use our snap emote. and he will come down. And we gotta change it. We gotta find it here real quick. Make sure when he comes down you just exhaust all of his dialogue. He's gonna ask you to go find a bloodhound, Darwill. And yes, I'll also slow down the speed of the game, or the speed of the video, just for Blaidd as well. It's not just for Alexander. Blaidd is pretty awesome too. Just bask in his glory for a minute, and then we'll head on. Alright, so let's go. I don't know if I grabbed it already. Let's go check. Check for this smithing stone. Okay. Alright, so here it is. The smithing stone's right on the other side of that wall. And there is a rune bear right behind me, so we're going to go into a underground little entrance that's right next to the rune bear. And if you aggro him, don't worry, just drop down in there like I'm about to do. Run. And you will open this up and you'll go get the axe talisman. Alright, so next up we're going to be traveling south a little ways to a Evergaol. Now you might have seen some of these on your map or as you've been playing through. These are pretty cool. We're going to go hit our first one for this walkthrough, series. And this boss that we kill here drops a weapon that is really powerful. The weapon actually could just take you all the way through to endgame. It's very, very nice Ash of War on it. That it has a unique Ash of War. So we'll get the Bloodhound Fang. We'll talk to Blaidd. Continue the quest when we kill Bloodhound. And then we'll get a couple other things real quick from there. Now, when we get in here, you normally have the option to walk up to where the boss spawns before he spawns. And you do have that option in this one. But before you do that, make sure you summon Blaidd. And wait a minute for him to summon. Wait until he actually gets into the playing field. And then go ahead and walk toward the boss. And you know Blaidd is around whenever he pops up on your team list on the left. And he'll do a good bit of the work there. You could pretty much just hang back. Just make sure Blaidd isn't dying or anything. You do kind of have to put a little pressure on him. And Blaidd does heal. And let's get him. Yeah, these guys are cool. These guys are real cool. A cosplay build for these guys I've actually always wanted to do, the Bloodhound dudes. I just never have. I'd be really interested in doing that because they use the fist claws too. You could kind of probably do a couple other fist weapons like a holy Bloodhound with the cipher that we got from the last playthrough. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so when we get out of here, let's talk to Blaidd, finish it up. He'll give you a smithing stone, somber smithing stone, so that's a plus. And then down on this ledge over here, there is a large club. Might as well pick that up. Alright, we got the large club here. Now we are going to just get out of combat real quick so we can open our map. We're going to go to Waypoint Ruins Grace. We're going to go down and get the Evergaol South Grace, which I should have gotten before, but I guess I just didn't. We'll pick that up, and on the way to it there is a scarab, a little rolling beetle that'll have the Art of War Unsheath, which is the same unsheath ability that you saw when I was using the Ujigatana. Really, really good ability. However, I'm not sure if you can use it on other sword types or blade types other than the katanas, but it's not really worth being an Ash of War. I don't think so. There's other Ashes of War that are just way better for katanas and unique ones. So here's the Grace. Here's the Grace, and we are going to go fight our first Rune Bear of this walkthrough series. So be ready for that. Now the Rune Bear that we're going to go find here, I go a little bit past it, I believe, and I gotta come back, so it's right where we just were fighting that guy. So we'll turn around here in a second and go back. We don't need to go all the way down here, I missed it. But when the Rune Bear is hidden, he's stealthed using a mimic basically, and he looks like one of the kind of decrepit soldiers. It's the one that's standing still right here. Now I did kill this. I went up here, thought it was going to spawn. I'm unsure why it hasn't spawned yet. I summoned my wolves, and the wolves I think go down and attack it, and that's when it spawns. But usually it just spawns like it does right there. So Rune Bear, I don't think there's any unique Rune Bears in the game. They're all pretty ridiculously hard. So take your time, keep trying, and definitely use the cliff here as an advantage point on it. If you're a spellcaster, this can be a little difficult. However, easy at the same time if you can get good range on him up on that cliff. You can mount up and fight him like that, but I always find mounting and fighting Rune Bears a little more difficult than I do not. But the reason we're fighting this Rune Bear is because he drops a larval tier, and we need those to respec when we fight the second story boss in the game. Get this guy. We missed the crit. So one of the things about summons that kind of annoys me sometimes is that they can basically pull an enemy out of their I don't know what you'd call it, their stun or their poise break. So you kind of miss crits sometimes. He almost got me. Jump down, try and finish him. Almost. Out of summons. Almost out of potions. Nice. Alright, let's get this larval tier, and we're going to head up to the camp that's right on top of this cliff here to the right. I don't know how that guy didn't aggro me. We're going to hit this camp, and we have a Royal House Scroll and a Starlight Sphere that I'll be grabbing in the video. However, I did miss a weapon that is in here. It is the Great Epi weapon. I think it's a polearm or a sword. I must have not had much interest in it because I didn't remember to get it, so if you're looking to collect every weapon in the game, definitely grab it. Alright, we're going to grab the Starlight Shard here. And we are going to go over to where my marker is, to this little beach area. I'm going to kill this unique enemy. It'll be pretty fun. The ash ore that we get from it is pretty awesome. So we're going to travel Evergaol Lake south and head on over. We got a little jumping puzzle to do. I died plenty of times trying to find the exact location of it. I could not remember. I think I actually had to consult the guide for this one. It was kind of embarrassing, to say the least. So to spare you all of my deaths, we'll just cut them out. And grab a little egg there. Alright, there's a grace here as well you'll want to definitely pick up if you don't hit the right area when you fall. And we're going to head up northwest of the grace along the edge of this structure here. I wish there was more to this structure rather than just a little jumping puzzle. So we hop down onto the ledge and then we hop down again. The messages light the way, of course, usually. So we have a Ash of War from him, Gravitas, really cool one, you'll see him use it. And then we'll go back to the beginning area of the game where we did our tutorial and pick up the Limgrave talisman from the ledge behind you when you spawn into the tutorial area. If you looked behind you at all when you came into the game first, then you'll know what I'm talking about if you couldn't get it. Alright, we got the Ash of War. We're going to collect these butterflies. So now we're going to grab the last item on this walkthrough, the Limgrave talisman. And like I said earlier, it's in that little cave right there. It's on the ledge in the beginning part of the game, right before you hit the tutorial. Hop in here, run up the hill, grab the talisman. Alright guys, so that does it for this walkthrough. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Like and subscribe, join the Room Temp Gaming family so we can put out more content and help the community out more. Appreciate it. Stay cool.